name is Tunisia Cassie. I work for UCLA, and I also have. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a note that you can't see my face well. Sorry. Hopefully, you can see me better now. My name is Tunisia Cassie. I work for UCLA as a construction manager. I also have my own business doing residential construction consulting, and I am in the construction industry or the construction category. So anything from design or pre-design services or pre-construction services all the way through construction completion. And
Beautiful.
Laisha Willis invited me. Sorry.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Liberty.
All right, I'm Liberty Worth. I am a local artist. I make custom art for people using textiles and like memorabilia from their lives that commemorates things. I'm also an art instructor. I teach workshops and classes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for coming. All right, Jimmy, let's run to the creed. Okay, perfect. Laisha, will you read the creed for us, please?
Good morning. The creed of the HPRN LATIP is LATIP is a professional organization of men and women dedicated to the highest standards of competence and service. Our purpose is the exchange of business tips. Members will at all times maintain the highest professional integrity. Each business category is represented by one member only, and conflicts of interest are disallowed. And I approve this message. Good morning.
Beautiful. Thank you. Definition, Jimmy. Jim Bloomfield.
Yes, a definition of a tip. If I can find it here. Why can I? Oh, there it is. Thank you. A qualified business tip is a company or person who is interested in a specific service or product and is expecting a call from an HPRN member.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much. So today we're going to be talking about some of our results from last week. We're going to do a little visitation with another member. And we're also, whenever you're ready, Laisha, we're also ready to talk about charity drives. Laisha is our, quote, charity director. And so Laisha, we kind of have it, we have several chunks in this meeting. we would love to hear from you first, but we can also go to visitations, whatever you want.
Now I can launch it. I'm happy to. Good morning, everybody. Well, hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. I joined a little bit late, so I'm sure you've done all this already. So I spoke with Eric, I think just before the holiday. It's all a haze now. My thoughts were to kind of chunk this out into quarters. So I know all of us are active in some community organization or some way that we're giving back. And probably all the things that we do can be categorized into some big category, into a few big headings. And so I shared with Eric kind of the strategy I use for my office in our business giving and community organization. We have 4 categories that we focus on. This month it's holiday, homelessness, hunger, and then we have one we just call hope. And so there are most of the organizations that we support in our community can fall into one of those big categories. And as we talked about it, we thought maybe the best way to approach is to look at one category per quarter, just to get our feet wet. And then if it goes well, maybe in the future, we can move to something more aggressive, maybe one a month or something like that. But that's way off in the future. Since this is the holiday season, it's probably most appropriate to focus on holiday. And when I was looking at organizations, these are ones that I've been involved with in the past. You guys probably also done the same thing. They're widely known, have good reputations, and already have a system for us to just plug in and to be able to help out. And so right now we're participating in the toy drive, which is organized by the Marine Corps. So it's Toys for Tots. And I know there are lots of different toy drives. This is one that is obviously very well known. And so the thought is, if you would like to participate this quarter, we could all commit to maybe a certain number of toys. The rules are that it has to be an unwrapped new gift, so no regifting. That would be a very sad Christmas for some child. So an unwrapped new gift. And they have distribution centers. I don't know if you have one close to you. I actually, I do a distribution center every year. So we have a box, and I'm happy to either pick it up from you, or if you want to drop it off at my office. They will pick up the box by December 14. So we don't have, we have not quite a full month, a couple of weeks, which is probably fine. And so my thoughts were, maybe we could commit to 3 to 5 toys per person, and that would give us a nice turnout and a significant gift to them. Actually bigger than the box I have, but they never complain if we overflow our box. So thoughts on that?
I love it. I'm happy to participate.
I'm a fan.
Well,
I
that
would
was
be more
easy.
than happy. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, actually, I mean,
And then looking forward to next quarter, homelessness would be up next. And if you are familiar with a couple of the organizations around LA, there are so many. Honestly, there's so many different organizations we could pick. These are just ones that I'm already familiar with.
yeah.
So St. Joseph Center has been amazing. They actually interact with the homeless community. I don't know if you guys know this, but they have a phone number. If you are aware, and we all are now, of new encampments or families or individuals who are living in places that they didn't live before, and they need an intervention, they will literally go to that site and start to engage that population, finding out what they need, giving them food and things, really trying to counsel them off the streets. So building a relationship with the goal in mind to move them away from the streets into some sort of sheltered housing. So that was next, and then we can talk about the others as we move down the road. Any feedback, anything else? Hey, Antonia?
I am on, I'm not sure if this is, I don't want to step on any toes. I know this is Giving Tuesday, especially today, and that's the only reason I'm kind of like putting my finger up here, because I am on the board of a nonprofit organization that is called Alcott Center. And I can send you guys information on that right now. We have mental health services we provide. There are homes in South LA and in Watts that actually are aimed specifically for helping mental issues for people who are coming out of incarceration, getting them back into society. But I want to put that out there. I'm gonna send you guys the information for it, because this is, I just joined this board in July. They asked me to join the board. Awesome company. They're just doing a lot of charity work. I know there's a lot. I know we have a lot of them too, especially with homelessness. That's my baby. That's one of my passions, because I was homeless for a while out here in LA. So yeah, it's I'm all for it. So I'm bringing the toys, I'm bringing the money, whatever. But I'll also send you guys information regarding doing any. If you can donate anything at all right now, it'd be incredible. It'd be incredible.
Awesome. I forgot today is Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday.
And Antonio, feel free to work with Laisha,
Oh yeah.
to back her up with some stuff if you want to get her information, and then she can give it to us so that we don't get overwhelmed by various things going on. Right now,
I know.
let's focus on 3 to 5 gifts
Yeah.
for children that are not wrapped. Drop them off at Laisha's office. It's right there on Larchmont. If you don't know where it is, just Google her. And you just open the door and pop them in, kind of thing, in the box.
Yeah, we're there Monday through Friday, 9 to the doors open 9 to 5:30. The phones are open from 9:30 to 5. But if you got my cell, so you can call my cell, and I'm happy to arrange to meet you, even if you need to meet outside of those hours, that's fine. But anytime, if you just pop in, walk right up the stairs, doors open. Of course, remember your mask, please. And I will germicide you as soon as you walk through the door.
You will get sprayed down like Monsters Inc.
Yep, Lysol right in the face. All right, and then you're done.
And any coaching on the type of gift, the age range?
So actually there is none. Small as you want to go, up to teen. Well, teens aren't really interested in gifts. So I normally focus to like pre-teenage. And you can go anywhere. I was at Costco last weekend. They've got great deals out there, and they're very reasonably priced. Dollar General, really doesn't matter. I know as kids, they're just happy to get something. So when you're out, maybe looking for your own family, if you want to pick up a few extras, that's great. And I try to do something. I break for myself. I usually break it down between the two gingers. So have something for boys, something for girls.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
So, just to clarify what we're doing here, we are a business organization. We're set up to, focus on referrals for each other. But because we are a human organization, we also can, put some feel-good stuff out there to the world from our heart. And that's what we're doing with the charity, is just an additional thing that we do on top of our main, which is to, put money in each other's pockets. Any questions or any other suggestions?
Yeah, I've got one other question. Lacey, we can also, there's other drop boxes we can hit too, right? We can drop them in.
Absolutely can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have that information, if you can send us a link or something that shows us where that is.
Well, I don't have access to, they don't have that I'm aware of a link for all the drop boxes. I can try to reach out to the major or the captain that organizes it. I just go to a website, sign up every year. And so that's about the extent of my communication. But if I can find something else, I'll send it out to you. Or Jimmy, if you need me to swing by, I'm not far from you to pick it up. I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
I know I came in a little bit late. Leisha, are you asking for us to drop things by your office?
Yes, sir, unless you have another spot that you know is participating in Toys for Tots. So 3 to 5 gifts.
3 to 5, any day?
Gifts. What was that? Any day of the
Gifts.
week. Yep, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Okay,
3
great.
to 5 gifts.
If
So
you
don't
need
come
to
in there with
come
1 and
by,
2.
I'm close to my office, so if you need to come by on the weekend, I can pick them up.
If you come with 1 gift or 2 gifts, she's
She's gonna turn me away.
there's a
Yeah.
minimum.
And then if you do that, then I'm also going to take your temperature. So
Do that part. Thermoside, temperature check,
Right.
yeah,
drop kick, take your 1 toy and go. Come
that's
back.
right. You stay on the stairs, don't even come upstairs.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, how late can we drop them off? What's the window of dropping off the
I'm normally there to 6:30, but the doors are open until 5:30.
until the date?
Oh,
What date?
sorry, thank you. If we could really do it by the 13th, they come on the 14th, and it's
Okay.
always a surprise. And so I hate
You
to
never
be,
know what time.
yeah. So by the 13th, which is let's see,
That's a Thursday or a Sunday. Sorry, that's a Sunday.
that's a Sunday. So yeah, if you need to do it Sunday again, just call me. I can make
Okay.
you do that.
Okay.
When they pick up the toys, do they dress like Santa?
Oh, my
They
God.
do not. It's really anticlimactic. So we do all this. I literally send postcards to all of my customers. So it's like 2,000 postcards going out. We put it on, social. I'm horrible at social media. This is the one time I get active. Put it on social media. We do the email thing, make a big deal. We take pictures, everything. And then they just come like in a truck. He just comes upstairs, dressed normally. Last year he snatched the box. We didn't even know he came. So it's like,
Can't really
oh,
like Santa.
that's over.
That's how Santa
That's
works. That's how Santa works. You just don't see him.
a lot of mystery. A lot of
No,
interest.
thank you. No, nothing. Just bye.
Yeah. I'm here to get the box. You're like, what? I'm on the phone and then the box is gone.
Gone.
So
Yeah.
yeah. It's a little
You
disappointing.
seem so disappointed.
We don't tell the kids any of this. We keep we don't tell our customers none of this. We keep this all to ourselves. We send
I
a
see.
big thank you, make a big deal out of it, but it's a little heartbreaking, but I've gotten over it.
Okay.
Sure. Are you sure?
Oh my God, I'm not over it.
No, I know, really. And if they come unannounced, so like you're waiting for the box, and then like sometimes you look up, and you're like, wait, it's leaning against the wall. Did somebody come in? The box is there. You're like, okay, we're off. And then the box is just gone.
Yeah. Westside Food Bank used to be like that too.
Did they at least leave you like a half-eaten cookie so you know Santa?
I was gonna say crumbs or something.
You know what? We're actually, that's a great idea. We're gonna put out cookies and milk. So, we may grab him I may lock that door so he's got enough. And
Almond
with
milk.
cookies and milk, we will force him to participate in some sort of
Make it
event.
Ritual.
gluten-free
Ritual.
cookies and almond milk.
Yep. Sorry, not on that trade, Antonio. I like a real cow.
I don't do it either. I figure, Santa might be, on some sort of he might be keto. He might be doing keto right now.
Hey, we're in LA. It's a thing.
See, Santa's in ketosis.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, can you do me a favor and figure out how to break us into groups? And can you do it with people so that we're not doing it with the same person as last time?
Yeah, that's the objective. As a matter of fact, while I was getting ready for the meeting, I did put the groups together. So here's what I've got so far. Let me know if I've paired you up with someone in the past. So I've got Antonio with Liberty, Eric and Tanisha, Jim and Laisha, and then Cynthia and John. So have any of you guys been paired up before?
No, sir.
Hey,
John and I were paired
were.
up before, 2 times ago, not last time.
all right.
Okay, Tanisha and I have never been paired up before, and I've never been paired with John or Cynthia, so you can switch one of us up.
There we go. All right, so let me see if I can figure this out. Hot diggity, I think I did. All right, so Cynthia and Tanisha will be in a room, and then Eric and John. All right, guys, so we're gonna do, again, 10 minutes like we've done before. And then Eric, again, we're talking about our 3 and 3, right? Who we want and to give tips to and who we want to get tips from. Is that the plan, or do we have a theme for today's breakout?
No, today I'd like you to speak about what specifically you're looking for in a client. And I want you to really, the person who's listening, really focus on trying to, jar your memory for that kind of person, okay? That you might know. So,
All right, and then we're going to come back into the rooms and do a little quick debrief on it, right? Then do
the idea would be that you figure out somebody that you can refer to your partner today, okay?
Okay.
And then you'll call them at some point and do it.
All right, guys, rooms are open, 5 minutes each person. Have some fun. Welcome back, folks.
Hola. Have you been sitting there by yourself?
Yeah, you know what? I realized because you can only do them in pairs. I think I'll leave like 2 people in the room with me, and I'll pair up. I'll be a third wheel. But the problem is that as I have to manage all the rooms, so I can't leave. So anyway, all right. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, look, it's just like the Brady Bunch.
You're so old, Jimmy.
Huh?
You're so old.
Yeah. All right. Or
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the Brady Bunch is. I'm not familiar.
No, you be quiet.
Please explain.
Yeah, but there's pretty much
Tom
no way
Brady?
to make the Brady Bunch out of us. It's just not happening.
So we went through with my kids. We went through all, is it 9 or 10 seasons of the Little House on the Prairie?
Oh,
Wait, what?
So many good lessons.
Oh my
And
God.
it's country, and so we watched all that, and then we got done with that. We're like, okay, let's do the Brady Bunch now, and we didn't even get through one episode. It turns out that in today's world, the Brady Bunch, like in what we're used to in today's quality TV, that is some crap TV. That is not funny.
That's
It's
standard
just,
def.
and there's nothing to learn for it, and it's just a whole bunch of people going, oh well. And it's just all, anyway, it is not a good show, turns out. We did not have very good standards back then as children. Because I think
we tried that with the Cosby Show, and we were just getting started right when all the news about Bill Cosby came out. And we were like, never mind.
There's still nuggets in there, but yeah.
They're good. There is, but with the timeliness was just off. So like, I think we could go back now and be like, that guy is not okay. But like, yeah.
Listen to the lesson. Listen, those jazz greats in there. There's legends in those shows. Legends in those shows. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know about the Little House on the Prairie one though.
It's a good show. Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a great show.
It is. It had really good lessons.
I'm still watching. I'm gonna go back and watch Bonanza. That's
a great show.
That's great lessons for children.
That's a great show.
How to wear a hat.
Us Cartwright.
How to wear that hat.
So let's do a quick round robin, starting with Jim Bloomfield on somebody that you're thinking of right now for that partner of yours.
Okay, so Leisha and I talked about finding either a property manager kind of person who is open to offering renters insurance or being able to refer to a person who sells renters insurance. And then the other thing is she's still looking for a mom and pop shop auto dealership or a broker who is unaffiliated. So I don't know any of these people personally, but these are people that I'm going to look for. I don't, we're going to talk more about exactly where to look.
Okay, perfect. Next, Antonio.
That was a great dramatic pause. I always love that. So the great Liberty, the artist extraordinaire. I did most of the talking, unfortunately, but I know she's looking for someone with her a professional organizer, who's someone that she's works well with. I know, especially in my particular field, there's a lot of people that do a lot of different things, especially including some of my clients that actually unfortunately pass away. Dealing with anyone, I think it would be a great gift to give someone or to help them go through a process of having someone create a gift or to get them through bereavement or something to remember them by. I think even if we don't know someone who is actually an organizer, but we know someone who's going through something, and even she didn't say this, but I'm assuming even if it's even a family pet and they want something to remember them by.
I've done a number of pet quilts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that, especially either holiday season, birthdays, weddings, any type of memorable event. I'm sure she has the ability to kind of create something to kind of put an exclamation point on that particular event or that particular time or that particular person. So I think kind of all know someone in that realm. I know a couple of clients who are either going through, including myself. I lost my father this year. To have something to put something together for him is something we can definitely do. And also, since she does art as well, doing classes for kids, something to get them, keep them active. She does workshops for kids as well for arts. Is that an arts and crafts portion with the kids, or is it also?
It's still pretty art focused. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I was saying too, right when we got cut off, I do corporate stuff too. Like I have taught in corporate settings. Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
Let me utilize that part.
I have a question for you, Liberty. Do you ever work? I just thought of a potential referral for a niece of mine who just got married, who's very much into memorializing everything. But she's in Texas. Do you ever work long distance?
I do long distance all the time. Yeah. And I have a really special way that I ship my stuff. So it's very it's a beautiful box and packaging is really nice and everything for long distance stuff. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to be tipping you.
Thank you.
There we go. That's what we're doing here, folks. That's what we're doing. So on my end, John Chadbourne wants to meet John Duerler. John Duerler is a top agent in Hancock Park called Hancock Homes. And I know John Duerler. So this is what I'm talking about. Try to specifically come up with a name when we're talking to these So I'm going to call John Doerler and introduce him to John Chadbourne. Some of you guys might know John. So I know Laisha is across the street, and so is Jim. Jim is pretty close by his office.
I know John. I think he did some work. Like he sold something or we bought something through him.
So what if we all called John one every day, like one person at a time? Do you think that he would finally be like, okay, let me talk to Chadbourne? Jeez.
Yeah, I would probably go something like that, Eric.
Yeah. He'll be very receptive. No, but he's a nice guy. I will talk to him. Next, let's see. Now Jimmy, you didn't do it. Laisha, give actual names. Did somebody pop into your head that this person I'd like to try to introduce?
That somebody did pop in my head. I didn't get a chance to tell Jim. However, this person is actually connected to somebody on this call. So before I give that name, I should probably speak to the person on the call.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he
Fair
mentioned
enough.
a category, and I thought, I know someone who does that, but they're connected to one of you guys. So out of respect to that person, I should probably visit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Tanisha.
Sorry, I had to take myself off of mute. Cynthia and I were right in the middle of a heated discussion, and we're transformed back into the group. I think I spent a little too much time talking about myself, but she was giving me some information about what she does. I was thinking of, I believe it's two people that I think that I could refer to her. One regarding her estate planning services, and then one I need to find out a little bit more about, I wrote some notes here, the landlord or tenant issue. So before I give her a referral for the second person, I need to understand a little bit more about what she does for that. So she has given me her website information. I'm going to look it up, but we have also chatted privately, and I told her that I would be passing on the referral for at least the estate planning portion of her services.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's see. Liberty, did you go?
I did not. Excuse me. Actually, the reason why Antonio talks so much is because I required an education. I was like, please explain more about what you're doing. I don't understand. So he was really willing to oblige, which was nice. So I specifically don't have a name that popped in my head, but I really spent the time learning about what is it he does and who he's looking for, and learning that it really runs the whole range, and that it's more about understanding who are in those places that need the guidance. And I asked him some personal questions about how it works, because it's really new to me. So so I don't initially have a name, but now that I have a little bit more of my head wrapped around it, I'm thinking.
Yeah, with Antonio, I think, we are all getting to an age where we're like, oh, well, what is my retirement plan? And I found it's shocking that a lot of my friends have zero plan, at 50, no plan, and they're not even worried about it. Like so many people.
Yeah.
And shocking number of people who are, educated people. So, just being in that conversation with our friends about, hey, where are we going to be in 15, 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one question I did.
Antonio, you go, oh, well, this is a great guy to talk to and explore with.
Right. And one question I hadn't asked, which I had meant to ask, was for people who don't have a lot of money and who are like, I'm just, they're barely making it. Do you also counsel people like that?
Yes, I did literally have
Okay.
a client, literally $25 a month into a 529 for a child. And
Okay.
I give her, we sit and have coffee once a month, and I just ask me any question you want. How does the mutual fund work? How does the stock?
Okay.
ETF?
Okay. Great. Okay. That gives me some help too. Thank
Passion
you.
projects. I love them.
Okay.
Beautiful. I want to make millionaires. I don't just want to have millionaires. I want to want to create them.
Right.
Beautiful. Cynthia.
Okay, so I have my thinking cap on, but I'm slow this morning. So I didn't I didn't come up with an actual name, but what I learned, I also required an education. What I learned about Tanisha is that she is a project manager for the owner's representative in construction. And so what that means is she works with professionals anywhere from, she has relationships with the professionals who actually do the work, anywhere from like a structural engineer to an architect, all the way down to, I presume, like we didn't talk about the other end of it, but like a handyman type person, anywhere from a massive renovation to a garage conversion. And so what I learned is she's like me, will have an initial meeting or an initial consultation at no charge. And she'll actually come on site and take a quick look around and give someone the benefit of her perspective, which is, let me see, I wrote it down. Constructability. She does a constructability review kind of. Anyway, she does the work before the owner has invested in the structural engineer or architect, if that's needed, because that's really expensive. So she'll take a look around and kind of point you in the right direction. So I think if any of you are doing a construction project or even thinking about something like, getting that garage in shape, which is a possibility for me, she can take a look and tell you whether it's doable, what's doable, what her ideas are, etc. And she, if it gets into more time, her rate is $50 an hour, which is pretty amazing for what she does. So that's a deal. That's a Cyber Monday all the time deal. So I've got my thinking cap on, but I think I have to go through my client list and see if there's anyone doing construction that might be an appropriate referral. Because I don't have a referral right now, except maybe myself for my stupid garage. And I don't want to have you come over here yet, Tanisha, because I'm not ready and it's hideous.
I understand.
Well,
thank you for remembering all that.
correct me if I'm wrong, Tanisha, but it
I'm sorry?
sounds like correct me if I'm wrong, but what you do again is, I want to fix up, I want to do an addition to my house, or I want to fix up the house. I am, a busy professional. I don't have time or connections or even, the skills or wherewithal, negotiating skills to work with, 3 or 4 different contractors, set that up, build the schedule, have them actually do the work, do the bids, and then there's quality control. And then, does it need to be approved? Does it need to be permitted? All those things, we're not set up for that as a regular person in society. That's a one-time deal in our life in many cases, where, it's not a skill we learn and then continue to use. It's like, I got to get this job done. And then there's a lot of getting taken advantage of, contractors giving one price and then it's a different price later. And it's a rigmarole that, it unfortunately is the way the industry is. It's not going to change because people take the contractor with the lowest price and then they expect the best quality, and then it doesn't happen, and then everyone's mad and blah, blah, blah. You work that whole rigmarole out of somebody's life and just make it happen. And that is, I'm finding that is a service that is more and more and more and more necessary. So
I agree. I definitely agree. And that's what and it's what I do best. Like I told Cynthia, I speak the language between the homeowner, because I'm a homeowner, or the owner, and the contractor. It's 2 different languages. And I like to work with the client from the beginning and manage their expectations and let them know, like, based on what your wants are, this is what you're going to be expected to spend. It needs to be a little bit of reality to the client, because things are changing. The costs have increased of materials, and with that also labor. So I need to help the client understand based on what their wants. This is what it's going to cost. This is about how much time it's going to take. You know how it is. If you've ever done construction, you're like, when is it going to be done? When is it going to be done? It's going to be done when it's going to be done. So yes, I try to be as helpful and manage that stress or take that stress away from the homeowner or the client so they can come home and say, oh, I often say, you'll love me in the beginning, you'll hate me in the middle, and then you'll fall back in love with me when the project is done.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. That clarifies it very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I add one more thing? I'm so sorry. I also mentioned to Cynthia that I've also managed renovations of motorhomes as well as boats.
Beautiful.
About a motorboat.
I can do that too.
Okay, Jim.
Those big houseboats.
I can do that too.
Okay, running out of time here. John Chadbourne, do you have anything to add? Haven't called on you yet.
Well, so I sat with Eric, and Eric wanted to meet Elon Musk, and he wanted to meet Warren Buffett. And so if anybody knows Elon Musk or Warren Buffett, you know, these are the kinds of clients. He's kind of like Antonio the other day that, you know, 50 million in assets or higher, you know, can't go below that. Eric is kind of the same way, you know, house has to be 25,000 square feet, no less. I don't even know that they make houses less than 25,000 square feet.
Tiny house.
Do they even make them anymore like that? I mean, I'm not sure that they do. No, I'm joking. You know, Eric, you know, it's interesting for Eric's position, kind of like what he says in his commercial. Anybody that wants to move, you know, it's really that simple. You know, and Eric said something to me that I'm going to know when I know, which is true, because it really is that simple. Anybody that's looking to move, anybody that's saying, you know what, I think I need a bigger house. I think I want a different house. You know, it's kind of that simple. That's what I have to add.
Beautiful.
I have a comment, sorry. I did a project, my colleague did a project where Elon Musk was one of the investors, and it was a school that my colleague built. So I'll circle back with my colleague and see if there's some sort of way I can wiggle my way in there and either find out where he is or, you know, where he's going to be. So I may have a indirect connection.
Thank you for taking that seriously.
Wait, Leisha, car dealer, Elon Musk.
Hey!
I was gonna say I was gonna go over to SpaceX and just kind of like walk around and see what I can find.
Yeah, maybe State Farm can insure Elon Musk.
I would love the challenge. He would be my most interesting and intriguing client, I'm sure.
I love the phrase.
But now don't get too excited with Elon Musk, because I believe he sold all his houses. Didn't he say he was going to get rid of all his houses? And there was this thing in the newspaper about him.
Really?
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Wait a minute. I was gonna say, Eric, you missed your opportunity. But Eric, right now, there's a big move, right? Or no pun intended with the move, but like there's a shift. I know literally 3 or 4 of my clients are moving out of LA, especially since everything is now, they're working virtually. Then no one's going back in the office for a while, and some positions have been permanently virtual or off-site. So are you seeing a swing in that right now, as far as like that, people moving out from at that price point, or are they just renovating what they have? I have people who are on the fence.
I mean, what's happening now that hasn't happened before is in mass, everybody at the same time is rethinking where they live.
Right.
That's what's happening right now and has been happening, right? And the longer that this thing goes on, now we're looking at maybe being in school, being out of school, kids being out of school another 6 months in LA. Well, at least till the summer. So, you know, people are saying, you know, I've been thinking about this, why not now? And but everybody's doing that at the same moment, right? For the same reason. So that's what's different. It's very, very hot. You know, people are buying, people are selling, people are getting the heck out of LA because they're ready, they've been ready. And then there are people who are living in apartments or living in 1-bedroom condos or whatever, and they want to get up to something bigger. So because of they're stuck at home. So everybody's shifting right now, moving up the ladder.
Yeah. So if they're on that fence, what do you tell them?
Well, I mean,
I literally have a couple people on the fence.
yeah, I would just say, you know, you
It's a
probably
different
need to
principle.
talk to somebody about it, you know, about the strategy and how to do it, how to get sold here, how to buy there, whatever. And how to make that whole thing happen so that you're not moving 2 or 3 times in between.
Right. Because what I don't want to do is send you someone and they're like, I'm not sure. They're like on the fence about it versus I know they're going to move and talk to Eric. I don't want to
Well, I'm in the,
to go in there and like, never mind. I don't want to.
So Antonio, here's what you do is you refer them to me first, see, and then I get them pre-approved and pre-qualified. Say, here's what you can buy when you move out of town. And so that's any doubt. If you're never sure about who to tip somebody, just tip them to me first, all right? Just qualify everybody.
it is true. I mean, in a way, because, you know, I find out how serious they are
Mhm.
by sending them to Jimmy. And if they actually do what Jimmy wants them to do, boom, I know somebody's decently serious.
Got it.
And I don't know what they're going to be able to do until they've spoken to Jimmy, because we need to know a price range and a comfort level.
Right.
So it always goes to me and then immediately goes to Jimmy and then comes back.
Got a quick question. Is everybody tipping through the website? So when we get or give a tip, we do it through the website, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Right. Without that, we can't watch, you know, what's going on, because you guys aren't reporting them to us. You're reporting them to the website. If they're not on the website, they didn't happen. Right? Because that's the only place we track.
Right. I've been doing
Okay.
both. It's okay to do both. I send it directly. I give them the information and I also put it on the website.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest both. Yes.
Yeah.
You definitely
Yeah.
want to get the person you're sending it to the information right away. The putting it
Right.
on the website is not for the purpose of notifying that person, even though they do get a notification. You want to definitely notify them directly. If for no other reason, some people, you know, the LaTip wired email comes and it goes into junk mail and they never even get the thing, but from you it goes straight to you. I'm just saying that will happen from a corporate website. So you know, notify website and notify the person direct. All right, it is now 8:11. We have all gone through what we are looking for generally, so we don't need to do our commercials today. But are there any last testimonials or announcements?
What was John looking for?
John Duerler, realtor,
Oh, got it. Okay.
big realtor,
Big guy.
literally 300 pounds.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Anybody else? Any announcements, testimonials? Anybody get a good tip this week?
I've been happy about giving. I'm on 3 tips. I sent one to Cynthia. I'm still working on the one for Jimmy, and I possibly have one for Laisha. And I might go see Jim Bluefin myself because I have plantar fasciitis. It's annoying me. I'm a piece of work over here. I'm a little bit right now.
Good. Anybody else?
I continue to receive amazing tips from so many of you, and I'm so grateful. My plate is so full right now that things are kind of falling off, but I will get back to everyone I'm happy to have a conversation with anyone that you send to me, a free 15-minute chat in the beginning. I'm working on a couple of those right now, and I'm deep into a wonderful project that Jimmy Green sent me. Jimmy, I'm so grateful for that referral, and I'm working with that client this week to actually file something in court. So that's great, really great.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, we are now almost at 8:15, so I want to let you guys run off and do your jobs. It was great to see you all. You know, we did our 3 and 3 last week. Those numbers that we came up with, they need to be called and invited. So let's see some people here at next week's meeting. And also, Liberty has received her new membership packet. And so we hope to see her back next week. All right. You guys have
Hey,
a great
one thing I want to chime in on real quick is, Laisha, are you going to send us something about the Toys for Tots or shoot us an email or something? Okay, beautiful. The other thing, guys, I would like to add when we do our commercials is, since we're trying to get more people in the meeting, let's talk about who we've invited. So when you do your commercials, say, hey, I gave out 3 tips and I invited 2 people to the meeting, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about that. Let's get each other pumped up. All right. By the way, can you guys see the screen with the tippers?
Jimmy, can you add that to the, the best way to make sure that happens is to put it on the speech, cheat sheet.
Will do. And you guys can see, I just want to chime in. Laisha was our top tipper for last month. Woohoo! You guys see that?
Good job, Laisha.
All right. And then for the year, I just got to chime in because I'm number 1 for the year so far.
Wow.
Anyway.
You're just plain number 1, Jimmy.
What was that?
You're just plain number 1.
Oh, thank you. At least in my mind. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, you guys. Have a great week. I love you guys. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.